This is definitely what the title screen is supposed to look like. Nothing is wrong. Yep. We're back with more Doki Doki Literature Club. And, yeah. As said, everything is normal. Nothing is wrong.
I feel like we sent one of our friends to the Shadow Realm.
Or, I mean, someone did. Anyway, I assume we need to click that. See an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air. She's totally oblivious and she might drown herself. That girl is... Look, your name is really annoying to say. Can I just call you Fahoku Gods for short?
Oh no, I just realized. I think I know what's going on now.
She got delorded.
I think she got bites the dusted.
Yeah. They were good friends since you were children. Kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but this kind of works out because we know each other so long. We just went to school together on days like this, but starting in high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently. Now I get tired of waiting up. She's acting like this, I almost get better off running away. Aside, I don't from the crosswalk and let Fahoku Gods catch up to me.
I won.
Something feels... It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friends groups walking to school together. I've always walked to school alone. Oh, she got delorded hard. Well, that's a bummer. I was telling myself it's about time to meet some girls or something like that. I had no motivation to join any clubs. Perfectly content sitting about in the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there'd be any girls in it anyway. Just smelly dudes. I walked in there and there were these 9 guys calling themselves the Tomo Bros, and that's just like mega cringe. I'm not about that life, man.
They try to do they're like, hey, we could do a podcast. No one has ever done a podcast before.
This is such an original and unique idea. School day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. So I pack my things and start playing with the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Really don't any that interest me. Most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. Because I have no choice to start the anime club. Snek?
You know...
Monica? Oh my goodness, I didn't expect to see you here! You literally arranged this, I'm certain, but I'm not supposed to know that yet. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly.
You know, I'm kind of fun. I'm just imagining that, you know, there's the sound effect, the King Crimson, just wah.
Yeah. We do know each other. we rarely talk.
Yeah, actually, we've established that before.
That is true. He actually did know her before. We do not know. We do know each other well, but we rarely talk. But we were in the same class last year. Monica's probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, and athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little. What'd you come here for, anyway? Oh, I was looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet? You're in the debate club, right? Ha, about that. I actually quit debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget, publicity, and how to prepare for events. I'd rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. The Literature Club. Doki Doki Literature Club, if you will. Literature. Sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? Haha. It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members when you murder them all. I mean, something that sounds so boring. I can do that. It's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature, too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. Besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey, Snek, by any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? I guess I have no reason to refuse. I could ever refuse someone like Monica. Sure, I guess I could check it out. Ah, awesome. You're really sweet, Snek, you know that? It's nothing, really. I'm really not. Shall we go, then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. I'm not. I assure you I'm not. Thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. Oh, those are words you're gonna regret. Kind of like when Joseph was like, oh, sweet, Lisa is naked. You know, I'm just saying, sometimes you say things you'll regret later in life for various reasons.
Mm.
I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back. I brought a guest with me. Eh? Why did it tweak out? A guest. Seriously, you brought a boy. Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. Anyway, welcome to the club, Snek. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. The small figure makes you think she's probably a first year? This is Natsuki, energetic as usual, and this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Wait a minute. Yuri was not the vice president last time. Yuri appears comparatively more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. I ran to Snek in the classroom, and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance when you brought anyone new? It's gonna, well, you know, sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that'd be great. Why don't you come sit down, Snek? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens a closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You can put it that way. Many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but to make school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom. Don't worry, teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Yeah, don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Snek, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Visual novels. I mean, manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking.
I mean, Dostoevsky.
Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something but keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. That can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking of seeing Yuri's sad smile. What about you, Yuri? Let's see. Yuri traces around her teacup with her finger. My favorite are novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. Telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up when she finds comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination and completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I just really grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I expect that from you, Yuri. Suits your personality. Is that so? Really, if a story makes you think or takes you to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Why is that? Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. Give that back. Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? No, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think it's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing you in the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities that all of us participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president, after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Snek? Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth as it's been on my mind this whole time. I never said I would join the club. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought, The girls exchanging glances, and Monika turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Snek. Thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. If we don't find one more before the festival, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation, so the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Snek? Yeah, it could be fun, right? Bet you did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left us after all this, I'd be super pissed. Snek, I'm so happy. We're gonna become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. You know, you would have had 4 members if you didn't murder one of them. Just thinking out loud here. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Snek, I look forward to how you express yourself. Hee. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I'm already feeling anxiety welling up inside me. You know, the girls need to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. Guess I'll be on my way then. Okay. See you tomorrow then. I can't wait. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monika. Will I be really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'm going to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. Yes! That is definitely the thing that will happen to you. Yes. I guess that starts with writing the poem tonight. You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? The honest answer is no. Oh, I cannot call up the save screen. It literally blacks out if you try. No, I really don't want to see it, but I'm going to click yes anyway. No, I can't show that on YouTube. Thanks for that. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts. Okay. I guess the same rules apply. Okay, so are we going to try to impress Yuri again, or are we going to go out of our way to try to impress Natsuki this time? So yes, we are back at the end of the poem segment, and the ultimate decision that was reached was that we are going to continue pursuing Yuri. We came to this conclusion based on some feedback from Maddie D and Diablo Graves, our guys that we interviewed for Omoneko, who have become some good friends of ours, and as Utaku said, they were about as unhelpful as we would have been had the roles been reversed. So...
yeah, you know, Maddie D and the Funky Bunch, you know, that's what they do, I guess. And, you know, I can't fault them. They're at least, you know... what's the word? They're at least consistent?
Yeah, consistent's the right word. Hey again, Snek. Glad to see you didn't run away on us, haha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Back at the Literature Club, at least it was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Snek. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Come on, like he deserves any slack. You already had if you dragged your Monica. I don't know if you planned this coming here to hang out or what. If you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Get back behind the portrait. Certainly have a big mouth someone who keeps manga collection in the club room. Get back behind the portrait where you belong, Monica. Let's keep finding yourself saying Monica and manga. Manga's literature! Something defeated, not to get
Wait,
back
was
into
she
her
literally walking...
over the text bar. She literally walked in front of the bar and the text. I'm sorry, Snek. We should put your comfort first, okay?
Oh, no.
Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now you're in the club and all. Perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read. Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in the club now. It only feels right to do for me to do something like that if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to be a part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even did a book she thinks I like, despite me not reading much.
Yuri, I mean, I appreciate it, but, yes? I don't know how to tell you this. Yes? The very hungry caterpillar, I picked something at your level.
Oh. You are inflicted with crippling depression.
Good night, Moon.
Thank you. I'll definitely read I'm a Little Fish. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. But why is the camera, tweaking out? Like it was zooming in on her and then suddenly jumped back. As everyone settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Natsuki's rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I feel bad for distracting her from reading. Catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. Looks like the same book she lent me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah, crap. I think she knows me looking at her. She takes another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. That only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused on it, I probably wouldn't have noticed it in the first place. I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious how you came... Hey, come, you have 2 copies of the same book. Was that at the bookstore yesterday? That's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. Definitely start reading soon. I'm glad to hear it. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's the story about, anyway? Well, look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking evil eye symbol on the front. It's about this religious camp that's turned into a human experiment prison. People trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. The facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... That might be a bit of a spoiler. I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs. That's kind of dark, isn't it? You mean it sounds like it's going to be a nice story, so the dark turn came out of nowhere. You're not a fan of that sort of thing, Snek. It's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. This kind of story, it's kind of challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway! No, that's not what she said the first time! I want everyone to drink this in for a second. I'm just like... The font changed, the formatting changed, and then it's just like, oh,
And I think it's actually over. It's literally written over the other earlier
Yeah. Then suddenly, I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. All the things like books and writing fill my thoughts. My whole body's Whoa! I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. No, what was that? Let me crack the history here. Writing fill my thoughts. Pay attention to other people. Sorry if I ended up saying something strange. Please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. Just think you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club, after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Oh, Yuri is so gonna die this route. I mean, you don't have to, but what are you saying?
There's only so many Dokis.
Yeah.
It's kind of a 50-50 as to what we were going to do. And, well, Matty D and the Funky Bunch kept saying that we needed to do one thing. And so we're like, well, I guess we will, do that thing.
Well, see,
we're not happy about it.
Here's another thing. I suspected that she might be targeted again right off the bat. And the reason for that is, in the first run, Sayori was vice president of the club, and now Yuri is. So I suspect whoever the victim of the run is whoever is currently being labeled as vice president. So I quickly retrieved the book that I put in my bag.
I mean, yeah, and you bear in mind too, I imagine, like I said, I think I'm kind of more on to Monica's deal now than Monica probably is aware.
Yeah.
And the fact that she's literally doing the same thing as Bites the Dust.
Yep.
So,
it's fine to
once again, like to point out, BB did it first. I just need to, wrap 8 extra because, no one except for the most gigantic of nerds even knows what 8 extra is. So
that's fair. I was up into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's something I'm not very used to. I was reading in company of someone. You see. Tell me if I'm distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. As soon as I understand what Yuri means about reading in company, it's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. And she's looking at her own book. I glance over. It's like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just baiting the feeling of your body heat? You really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? Outside my desk until it's up against Yuri's and hold my book and more between the two of them. Suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once leaning in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. So my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. Guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. I was looking around, like, has anything in the CG changed? But I don't think it actually has. I think this is the same. I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. That's kind of distracting me. It's like I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I throw at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right?
Gosh, these two are cute.
They are.
You guys are adorable together.
They really are. I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. There's been so patient with me.
She calls you slow, too?
Yeah, we're slow and, slow and dumb. Yeah, thanks. Continue reading. You're no longer asking if I'm ready to turn the page. I just assumed that she's finished the page before me, so I turned it up by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. The thumb she's letting go of the page and letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. It's not your silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was thinking the way she second-guesses things she says and all that. That's what you were talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. Something else. Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. I don't know why that came into my head. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Eh? Yuri's been a little fidgety since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing's a little... My breathing. Yuri puts her hand on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri seems everybody rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Yeah, this is totally different. This is very interesting. Snek? Did something happen just now? Huh? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. You don't know anything. Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? No, not really. I was making sure you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing! Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start staring our poems at each other? Huh? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? She might be a while since Yuri just get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left in the book and slip it back into my bag. Oh, I don't even get the option of showing it to Yuri. Okay. I guess we'll keep the same pecking order that we always do. Should start with Monica. Yesterday she needed to read my poem and I wanted to know I'm putting in effort. Hi, Snek. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. My suggestion is that you need to stop murdering people, Monica, but I know you're not going to listen to me.
Well, maybe you need to, give me some hot pipe. Give me some of that. Give me some sugar, baby.
I got bad news for you.
But ultimately, that's the problem, is that she's gunning for you.
Yeah.
She's like, well, I guess I have to start, unaliving people then.
Looks like the only way through is homicide. Oh, why?
Oh, why?
Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? I'll keep that in mind.
Hey, the best thing, Snek, if you think about it, Dokis aren't people. They don't have human rights.
Oh, jeez. We're not getting into the metatextual theology of the fictional. Holy crap. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Snek. We're all a little embarrassed today, But that's what a bear that we'll learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. And Monica, my poem. Great job, Snek. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way I would always count that I put in some effort. That's not very fair. I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing is full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is totally detached from reality. I don't mean like it's a bad thing, though. Sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She's in so much time in her own head, it's probably a much more interesting place for her. That's why she gets so happy when you treat her with lots of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She was really starved for social interactions, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly, like earlier. Maybe she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. I think I'll start sharing our poems with each other.
Literally me, afar.
Already. Sorry for being late. I need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monica. Suppose I should get my poem now. Do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident with someone who claims to not be very good. That's because I have to sound confident. Doesn't mean I always feel that way, I see. Let's read it then. Hole in the wall. He wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glance at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling plays tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. What do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, it kind of style's gotten pretty popular nowadays. It's a lot of poems that are putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you'd say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany. Something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's coming on strongly. Maybe everyone's better friends with each other. And I've removed the competition. The competition. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem...
Sometimes you gotta, take out the childhood friend. I mean, not that, not that in the Tomo Bros that's considered like the worst option, like going, oh man, you know what my favorite ice cream is? What's that? French vanilla.
Literally the boring one, with no toppings and nothing interesting about it at all.
Dragon Ball character. You know what my favorite Dragon Ball character is? What's that? Son Goku. No, I'm sorry. Son Gohan.
Oh, just when you thought the hole couldn't get deeper. Sometimes you're writing a poem or a story, you're bringing you fixated on a specific point. You try to start to make it perfect, you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot too long, you get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, now we can share with Yuri.
She's not wrong.
That's true. Yuri reads a poem. I noticed her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? It's not like I'm in any danger or anything. That would be silly. Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Oh, it's a huge compliment coming from you. It's actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly and looks at my poem again. I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. Traces her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of wanted to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize in new writers is they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to make a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thoughts, her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. That's not something you can blame for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It may take you some time, but it comes with practice, and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry, it's fine. Not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you know if I read your poem, though? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as it's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't it supposed to be a literature club? We listen to the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing out air of the present but living in the past. Light flickers, I flicker back. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking about that at all. It took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I just think your handwriting's pretty. Yeah? That's a relief. I liked the poem. Even though it was short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Snek. Really? I must totally missed the point. I suppose you did only glance over it, after all. I remember the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They should do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem... What's that?
I was just going to say, yes, you have to understand, she's a snooty, literature snob. This is not just the fact that she's making a story about a ghost. This is a metaphor.
It is, yes, but metaphor what?
Metaphor your mom.
In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Living in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Eh? It's nothing, really. Yours is impressive, too, so, nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Snek. Me too.
Aw, look at them. It's gonna be really, really sad
when she dies.
They have to move to Brazil.
Snek, if you're not going to take this stuff seriously, go home. What? Harsh. You said you believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I put in effort. I'll start somewhere, right?
I'm not stupid. I'm Snek.
That's just kind of both true. You're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote. I like to read it. Painful to think about. Fine. Sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'll tell you what to improve. You're better off just trying again. Fair enough. I'll be your own, I guess. Gotta share mine now. Knowing you probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah, told you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. People can't even take my writing seriously. Isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. The other nice thing is about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set it for a rhyme at the end and then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into that than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro.
Still don't understand that. Still don't understand that. That's just... I understand. I mean, I get the desire, because, like, I know that that's a thing. That's entirely what, like, bricolage literature is. I just think it's pretentious claptrap.
Glad you learned
I'm sorry.
something.
I mean,
Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did ya? Guess not. Decided to humor her with that last comment. I really don't care how old everyone is, but Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that from her. Phew. Guess that's everyone. Once around the room. That's a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone's judging me for my mediocre writing ability. Either they're being nice, it's only my poems compared to theirs. It's a literature club after all.
oh no.
I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across from Monica was writing something on her notebook. Mine's on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. They read in tandem. I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrow furrow in frustration. Yuri smiles sadly. What's in this language? Eh? Did you say something? No, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively turns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Oh, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute. Did you completely miss a symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? I think so. It didn't really come out nice at all. I do have a couple suggestions.
No, I think it's cute. I think it's cute.
Cute is the right word.
Honestly, she's... You know how there's, like, certain people that are just, like, they give off a certain aura or vibe?
Yeah.
I mean, you look at Natsuki, and apart from her body language, I mean, you look at her compared to everyone else. You look at her proportions. You look at her character design, colors. She screams being young and cute.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, I mean, she's trying to puff herself up by, you know, like, with her haughty attitude, but I mean, well.
But yeah, it's very clear where she's going with it.
Yes.
I was looking for suggestions. I'd asked someone who liked it. People did, by the way. Monica liked it. Snek did too. So, based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. Snek liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Snek appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. And how do you know you didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. You know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs eventually grew a size bigger as soon as Snek started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! Thank God our insecurities...
I think it just did.
Yeah, I think it very much
just did.
I think it really just did. Whoa. Taking out your own insecurities on each other, on others like that. You really act as you look, Natsuki. Me, look who's talking to you. You want to be edgy, bitch? Edgy? Sorry, I don't have too much of your middle age to comprehend. See? This thing that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves when they graduate middle school, you know. You don't have anything to stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. Being counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute. The only thing cute about you is how hard you try. Be careful, you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. My bad, you already do, don't you? You're just accusing me of cutting myself. What is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let's Snek, you're everything you really think. I'm sure you'll be head over heels for you after this. Ah! Yuri transformed me, so she just noticed I was standing here. Snek! She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. How did I get dragged into this? I know. Yuri?
Uh-oh.
Hey, Snek. Why don't we step outside for a little bit, okay? Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Huh. Some president I am, huh? I can't even confront my own club members properly. Just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, since you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Natsuki runs out of the classroom. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri's rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri, I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did. Snek, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's nothing wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting's over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me. She wants to say something. She keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. Kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Snek. It would be embarrassing with you listening. Sigh. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? Sorry for causing trouble.
Dear.
Well, that was about as subtle as a sledgehammer to the kneecap.
The fact that she was like just
getting in my grill because
again. Hey. So, you seeing anyone?
So, why are you so interested in her, huh? Another day passes. Time for the club meeting already. Got a little more comfortable here the past couple days. You're in the club room, the usual scene greets me. Welcome back, Snek. Hi, Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression. The weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Yuri leans over his shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki's reading manga at a desk. Surprisingly, Monica isn't here yet. So Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. I don't think that's ever happened before. Something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe you're just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. Whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I already decided there's no way you can be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. Huh. Snek, don't say those kinds of things so frankly. You're making me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person. I'm really glad you joined this club. Everything's a little bit brighter with you around and... Sorry, what am I saying right now? Hey, have you guys seen Monica? No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Man, I'm guessing you haven't either? You're clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki's addressing her. No, I haven't. Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday? I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said. I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So, Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Huh? Jeez. If it was on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. That's Yeah, that's fine. I'm sure that's fine. Everything is fine. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? But I'll accept your apology anyway if it helps you feel better about it. It's kind of nice to hear, since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. No, not at all. I don't hate you. They're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. We're still on trial, though. Hey! Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah. Well, Natsuki was. I was not. What took you so long anyway? My last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. I would have heard the bell ring, at least. Must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. Don't give me more credit than I deserve. Guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good yet. Still. Those you require a lot of dedication. So, I'm still impressed. Thanks, Yuri. You should play something for us sometime. That's... Monica looks at me. I'm working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. That's so. In that case, I won't let you down, Snek. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. That's something that I can share with you anyway. This is why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if Monica's referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. Choose not to bring up anything after the three of us talked about it. Besides, Natsuki has already run off to the closet. Snek, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you would like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. Yeah, definitely. Depend on it anyway. Okay. Can we start now? Oh, look at that smile. It's really going to be sad when you're dead. Let's find a place to sit. I'm being a little forceful, aren't I? Sorry. My heart just won't stop pounding for some reason. Almost like it's going Doki, Doki, or something. Don't worry about it. I think it's nice to see you have so much energy. Yeah, but I need to try to calm down. I won't be able to focus on reading like this. Take your time. Yuri takes a deep breath and pulls out a copy of her book from her bag. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. There's only one thing I can make my reading time better. It's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with the filter inside. Can you hold this for a sec? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this into the teacher's desk and then I'll get some water. She runs past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. There's something holding her up. I'm bored just waiting here, so I decided to go look for her. Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be the nearest water fountain. It's right heading down the hallway. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. Sounds like breathing. Sharp inhale. Someone's sucking in the air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach a corner and peer around it. Yuri! Ah! I'm back. Okay, that went completely demented, and I'm not 100% confident I can show that on YouTube or not. Thanks for waiting patiently. Snek, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Anything's fine. Very well. Yuri has the temperature on the kettle 200 degrees. It's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less than I'm making tea for others, even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, decided that I'd try expressing myself a little bit more. Turns out it's not very hard for me to do. But it's you who's around anyway. It's great, Yuri. So don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Snek. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. Don't even know if I can keep up with this. I'll let Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Snek, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why's that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Sorry, didn't realize. No worries. I have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. That's so. I wonder why that is. Most likely because of my your posture, right? Anyone always sounds sure like that while reading. Yes, I have terrible reading posture. That's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I chew the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies. And I take it since it'll go well with the tea. You're gonna sit on the wall against the wall and teacups at our sides. As if in sync, is in the reading position from last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are moving closer to each other. Can't see too well. Yuri sides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She was her tense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. It's all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumbled with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry, I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay, I won't take any. You sure? Well, if I touch it, I might get smudges on the pages. You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? You sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. As a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. In that case, Yuri's already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it in my mouth. I take another and hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She only parts her lips as if the situation is completely natural. And that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. It's like Yuri closes her lips over it. Eh? Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what happened. Snek. Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Yuri starts to breathe heavily. I can't. Snek. Suddenly, Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over. Snek. My heart won't stop pounding, Snek. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it, Snek? Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest. Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. That's because you're probably under attack by a psychic stand user, and all hell's gonna break loose. So, yeah. I can't make it stop. It even makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you. Yeah, this is definitely normal. Yeah, this is... I'll be honest, I've had dates that are actually, worse? Question mark? Better? Question mark?
Really? Really?
I have dated some crazy, let's just say.
I mean, I am aware. I'm just saying. There's depths even beyond that which I'm aware. Okay.
It's time to share poems. Maybe I'll make that a podcast episode. Let's talk to Yuri.
Welcome to Snek's Don't Date Crazy.
This is why the crazy hot ratio is actually a bit of a lie, because a certain proportion of crazy ruins it regardless. I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Snek. Some might be even better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques we're practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. That makes me so happy. It's so amazing to feel like I'm valued, Snek. Everything you write is a treasure to me. My heart pounds just holding it. I want to write a poem about this feeling. Is that bad, Snek? I'm not being weird, right? I'm having a harder time than usual at concealing my emotions. Kind of embarrassed. Right now I just want you to read my poem too, okay? Wheel. A rotating wheel, turning an axle, grinding, bolt head, linear gearbox, falling sky, 7 holy stakes, a docked ship, a portal to another world, a thin rope tied to a thick rope, a torn harness, parabolic gearbox, expanding universe, time controlled by slipping cogwheels, existence of God, swimming with open water in all directions, drowning, a prayer written in blood, a prayer written in time-devouring snakes with human eyes, A thread connecting all living human eyes, kaleidoscope of holy stakes, an exponential gearbox, a sky of exploding stars, God disproving the existence of God, a wheel rotating in 6 dimensions, 40 gears and a ticking clock, a clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet, a clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks every second time, a bolt head of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world, kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks, a time-devouring prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears and open human eyes in all directions, breathing gearbox, breathing bolt head, breathing ship, breathing portal, breathing snakes, breathing God, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayer, breathing sky, breathing wheel.
I think she likes breathing, guys.
I think so too. Doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind's been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. It's a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes. I do pick high quality writing instruments. I am a Snek of exceedingly good taste when it comes to writing implements, of course. This is a perfectly logical thing for a woman to be saying to me, and there's nothing at all wrong with this scene.
Oh dear.
I wrote this poem with it, and now you're touching it. I'm okay. What did I just... Can you pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem, though. Yeah, this is normal. This is basically a normal Snek date. Like, nothing's even all that strange right now. Alright, Monica, you're up.
This is the problem, is that, like, they're like, isn't this weird how this is happening? And meanwhile, Snek's like, what are you talking about? This is my usual romantic encounters.
Is this not what dating is like?
Let me tell you, there's been a few times where, Snek's come back, he's, in his underwear, Snek underwear, he's dragging behind, half a, he's chained to half a, bedpost, and he's like, Daku, boy, have I got something to tell you. It's like, you went on a date again. But yep.
Yep. And this time I only had to kill 3 bison to get away. It was, I would call it an overall successful time. I think this is going to lead to a second date.
Nice. Good job. I'm happy for both of you.
Snek, I think you saw something earlier that you weren't supposed to see. I didn't want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, she seems pretty easily excitable when she's around you, which shouldn't be a problem in itself, but when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. Isn't that kind of messed up? She brings up a different one to school every day, like she has a collection or something. Oh, that recontextualizes that scene a little bit, doesn't it? It's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I think she just gets some kind of high from it. It might even be like a sexual thing. Okay, I'm not even touching this one with a 40-foot pole. I'll just say there's a lot of psychological reasons why self-harm exists. Point is,
I'm gonna say it's unfortunate, but ew.
Yeah, the point is you're kind of been enabling her. I'm not saying it's your fault. You're kind of saying it like it's my fault, Monica. You're not exactly being subtle here.
How is it my fault if I'm not even aware of it?
Yeah, I guess that's why I had to explain it all to you. So I think if you keep your distance, that would probably be best for her. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend a little more time with me. To put it lightly, I at least have it together in the head, and I know how to treat my club members. Yeah, you treat them with a rope and a rafter frame. I know how you treat other people, Monica. Anyway.
It's saying I'll teach you to see heaven.
Yeah, I bet you would. Want to read my poem now? I like this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Save me, the colors they won't. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue. Endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a knife on a breathing rib cage. Mindless palm of meaningless. Delete her. Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to, never mind. No point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. find yourself facing a difficult decision. And that happens when you forget to save your game. You never know when I'm... Who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything. Please help me! Okay. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I'm just gonna drop a save. Where did my save games go? That's normal. This is normal. Everything is normal. Nothing is wrong. Yeah, just as I thought. Snek, come on. I'm not stupid. I know how much time you're sitting with Yuri. It's obvious you care more about impressing her than trying to improve your writing. Put it bluntly, it's kind of pathetic. Why are you even in this club, Snek? Honestly, liking a new member would help everyone get more involved together, not exclude each other even more. It's such a stupid activity anyway. Look, I'm not in a good mood today. I just really don't feel like talking right now. Please go away. You have unlocked this. The last one was just so great. Okay, yeah, sure, why not? Things I like about Papa. I like when Papa comes home early. I like when Papa cooks me dinner. I like when Papa gives me allowance. I like when Papa spends time with me. I like when Papa asks me about my friends. I like when Papa asks me about anything. I like when Papa gives me lunch money. I like when Papa comes home before sundown. I like when Papa cooks. I like when Papa gives me privacy. I like when Papa doesn't tell me how to dress. I like when Papa doesn't comment on my friends. I like when Papa doesn't comment on my hobbies. I like when Papa comes home without waking me up. I like when Papa keeps food in the house. I like when Papa keeps his inside voice. I like when Papa leaves my stuff alone. I like when Papa accidentally drops coins in the couch. I like when Papa is too tired to notice me. I like when Papa's too tired for anything. I like when Papa is too tired for anything.
Oh, dear.
This is great. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? There's something we need to go over today, so everyone can come sit in front of the room. This is about the festival? Sort of. Do we have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can just put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves.
Just me, or did it become the blood moon in here?
Yeah, we are definitely blood mooning right now, and it's like a weird, uncomfortable strobing effect on the sides, and a little bit of a squishy crunching noise. That's a concern of mine as well. Did I just pass out? Did I just have an aneurysm? Am I dead? Oh. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. No, don't worry. The aneurysm cleared up on its own, guys. I'm fine. Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? Look.
This happens so often. It's unfortunate, guys. You don't understand. Snek occasionally will just drop to his knees and just start frothing, and then start talking about, like crazy things like the bacteria in the walls are speaking to him. And that, there's ancient entities from Mexico that are, in his compact discs.
Oh, of course. And I think everyone should know about them. I think they're great. And everyone's been a little more lively ever since Snek joined, and we've started with some club activities. This isn't the time for us to become complacent. We still only have 4 members. The festival's our only real chance to find more, What's so great about getting new members anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything is noisier and more difficult to manage. Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? The Literature Club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. That's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right, Snek? Yeah. Come on. You can't take advantage of Snek to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Just because it's true doesn't mean you have to say it, Natsuki. Look, Monica, do you really
I think I do.
Oh. Do you really think any of us joined the club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked until Snek joined. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. And Snek isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. That's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only who's so interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once. Monica's clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Snek want to get more members too, right? I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monica wanted, then I would probably be lying. Still, it's up to me to rescue the situation. No. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club... it's something more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that everyone here saw it the same way as I did? That doesn't mean that we're against any new members or anything. Snek, why did you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it? Well, it's not really something I can be honest about, is it? In fact, I remember you weren't even given a choice not to join. Monica sits down and stares at her desk. What's the point of all this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake? Now you've done it, Natsuki. What, me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest? It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that. You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't many other places like that for me. Now Monica wants to take it away from me. She's not taking anything away. No, Snek. It's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice. Natsuki starts packing up her things. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now. Natsuki? Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom. This is bad. I don't know what to do. Well, do you have an opinion on the festival? I don't know. Kind of indifferent, I guess. Who cares about that obnoxious brat? Yeah, this is normal. This normally is reserved for the third date, when she starts tweaking outside of the bounds of reality, but I'm just saying. I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now.
I'm just saying, I didn't realize that you were dating the D-Reaper.
Oh, that was not there a minute ago. Okay, look at Yuri's left shoulder, as in her left, not viewer left. And then look at the portrait that just appeared on the wall back there. Can you see what it is in this resolution there, Yutaku-man?
It looks like like a portrait of a person.
Oh, it is. It is a person. It's a person that we know. You might say it's Sayori hanging out at home.
Oh. Okay, I can barely see that.
It's super low resolution, and it took me a second to realize what I was looking at, but yeah, that was not there a minute ago. I'm just happy with you here.
You think that she's trying to tell us something?
Just maybe. A little helpful reminder, maybe. But still, I'm the vice president.
Look, you better tell her to back up, otherwise this is going to happen.
It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. Nobody would cry if she moved to Brazil. I should do my best.
Come on. All right. I'm gonna call them out on. All right. Doki devs. All right, I'm gonna call you out on this one.
Uh-oh.
You had me up until the cherry jello had to squirt out of her eye, because you were doing good up until it became a Newgrounds Flash animation from 2006.
I thought that it was kind of MS Paint-ish, the animation. Like, blood doesn't flow, blood is semi-solid, and blood coagulates.
I know that because, first off, I've had a lot of blood leave my body, and secondly, I have made many MS Paint comics in my day.
Yes.
So
I should do my best.
You should know you read most of them.
Yeah. I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. What about you, Snek? What do you want to get out of this club? You repeat the same question as Monica. Aside, giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along, and for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, or rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the Literature Club a special place. I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes your own qualities in a special way. Okay. With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. Now, you got a little something. You got a little something there on your face. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So if you would like to help Monica at the festival, then I'm on your side as well. All right. Maybe we can all talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey, Yuri? Huh? I know things were a little awkward yesterday. I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president. Also a wonderful friend. Monica.
Is her eye still bleeding?
It was at least up until Monica appeared on screen again. I think it might have stopped. I'll do everything I can to make this the best club ever. Okay? Me too. Yeah. Let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay. I look forward to it. Shall we go, Snek? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm gonna chat a little bit with Snek before we leave, just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important for me as president. Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay, I trust your judgment, Monica. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Monica waves as Yuri exits the classroom. Phew! Things have been a little bit hectic lately, haven't they? Snek, I just want to make sure you're enjoying yourself at this club. I'd really hate to see you unhappy. I feel kind of like I'm responsible as the president. I like how the grain filter is starting to kick in. I really do care about you, you know? I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time. With how mean Natsuki is and everything, and Yuri being a little bit, you know...
I wouldn't have noticed until you started saying it, but now,
like,
yeah.
The thing is, I play so many indie horror games, like the grain filter is almost like a cliche at this point. It's like, I get so used to seeing it just everywhere, and so like games that give me the option to turn it off, is like I will almost always act on it. Because he does, like, you see it so much. So much.
Well, I mean, I can understand here where it's, a stylistic choice.
Yeah, because it's literally setting the scene that something is fundamentally wrong. A lot of games just use it for clout because it's like an in thing to do. Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? It's weird because in all the times you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. There's some things I've been hoping to talk about with you. Things I know only you could understand. So that's why... Wait, not yet. No, stop it. That's fine. I'm sure that's fine.
Did she just get,
cut off by the scene transition?
Yeah.
Wait. It just jumped from 1 to 11 in one pick. Oh, we are falling apart now. Yep. What? No, that was Monica down there. Monica literally jumped on panel. Like not all the way, but like...
Well, as long as she doesn't, slowly climb up, Sadako, I think.
Yeah. It's like, that definitely got my attention.
This is some sweet bro and hella Jeff, editing right here.
It really is.